So here we are, 2015, a brand new year. We've managed to see off the hangover of Christmas and New Year's parties. However, for many of us, there's still a financial hangover. And that's why I've come here to the Citizens Advice Bureau in Barry. Hi Wendy, thanks for joining us. What sort of problems do people come to you with in January?
In January, generally difficulties with money, specifically debt. Maybe they've spent a little bit too much over Christmas, they're not quite sure what to do about it, and want some help to deal with money perhaps that they owe.
What sort of problems do they have? I mean, do people's common sense just go out the window when it comes to Christmas and they find they've just spent a lot more than they thought?
I'm not sure sometimes if it's wholly common sense. I think a lot of it is just the pressure of daily living now. I think bills are going up. Money is not going up as much as your bills are, and I think a lot of people are struggling to pay their bills from the money that they've got coming in, and it's just kind of more of a day-to-day struggle. So when something like Christmas comes along, they don't necessarily have the money that they need to pay for it and may perhaps use credit at that particular time of the year. It's not about anybody, an advisor or the internet or anybody telling you what you spend your money on. It's about you being aware of exactly what your money is and where it's going so that you can make an informed decision.
So Wendy, what are your main tips for staying out of debt in this new year?
I think the very first step is to keep track. Know what your money is coming in and where it's going, because when you can keep track, you know exactly what's happening and you're better able to respond and make financial decisions. The second step, I would say, is balance that budget. It could be that there's a particular week or month where you've got a higher bill than you were expecting. So by keeping track of your money, you'll be able to balance it a little bit better and say, well, okay, I need a little bit more this week, but I'll spend a little bit more on that next week. The third step, I would say, is to choose products wisely. Choose products that work for you in your household. If you are going to buy something, can you get it cheaper elsewhere? And if you are going to borrow, can you afford it? The fourth step, I would say, about planning ahead, I think. Where are you now? Are you anticipating that you might want to have a baby or get married or buy a house? If you do, think about the savings goal that you've got. And plan for that and work out a savings plan that works with your budget. And the fifth step, I'd say, is to stay informed. Products on the financial market are changing all the time, and it could be that there is something out there that works for you better, that costs you less money. If you're going to save, there could be a better ISA, or there could be a bank account that works for you. So keep up to date with what's happening and what's changing in the financial world, and hopefully with those 5 steps, we can manage our money a little bit better. And
I'm also thinking this time of year, I mean, there were plenty of sales on at Christmas anyway, but the January sales, what are the pitfalls when going into a shop to buy, I don't know, something like a TV? I mean, what should I be looking to avoid?
I think that you need to be really clear about what you want or what you need. And I think if you're going in to buy something day to day, make sure that you've shopped around for it. There's lots of ways that you can compare on the internet the prices that different retailers are offering. Pay the littlest possible for things that you want. In terms of borrowing generally, I would always say, be really clear about how much you're paying to borrow and ask yourself, can you afford it? Can you get what you want cheaper elsewhere? Do you actually need the thing that you're going to borrow for? Because it can have quite long-term implications on your household budget if you've got to pay a credit agreement back for let's say 3 years.
And if anybody wants further advice, can they come to you anytime?
Absolutely, anytime. We're available to anybody, free and independent. We're open across Cardiff and South Wales. Our website is www.adviceguide.org.uk. You can search for your nearest bureau, or you can contact our advice line.